Hello, beautiful and wonderful people. Welcome back to our channel. We are going straight down to the southwest, and a lot is brewing. Should I call it trouble? Is brewing very seriously, and if it is not shut down now, I hope that we are not going to have several fractions coming out from the Yoruba nation. And of course, there seems to be another good news. I call it good news depending on your perception, of where Akeredolu again is setting the pace for the Yorubas. I'm talking about the Southwesterners. But before we go into the news proper to find out what it is that is brewing first in the Southwest, and of course what Akeredolu again, the governor of Ondo State, have decided again to do, would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. When it comes to the issue of Aare Kakamfo, is always very selective. It's always one at a time. But right now, a lot is happening, and HRM, that's His Royal Majesty Oba Akorede Fatai Akamu Olu Itori of Itori Ewekoro land installed the Ogun State Park and Garage Management Chairman, that's Alhaji Akim Bodurin Iyerosi, the Aare Onakankanfo of Itori land today, that's yesterday, March the 4th, 2021, at the palace in Itori Ewekoro, Ogun State. They usually don't do this. I don't know what happened, but for you to have another Kakamfo Aare, I don't know what's going on, but let's find out anyway. Well, following the breaking of the news, Yoruba people who has condemned the installation of the new Aare Onakankanfo, saying that it is unacceptable and only one Aare Onakankanfo is enough for Yoruba land. Some people even said that our traditional ruler are the problem we have in our land, because this shouldn't be the next thing to think about, especially giving of titles to anybody. Recall that 4 years ago, that's October the 14th, 2017, Adams was declared to be the 15th Aare Onakankanfo of Yoruba land by Oba Adeyemi III, the Alaafin of Oyo. The chieftaincy title was last held by Chief Moshood Abiola before his death in 1998. My question now is, hope this will not cause problem in Yoruba land or between the Aares. Please don't remain silent. Your opinion is very vital. Now, this is very serious. Don't forget that Ona Aare is a very rare chieftaincy title, and there's a reason why Gani Adams was given Aare in his days. That's simply because of the major roles he played, especially in helping the Yorubas. In Yoruba, I remember in OPC, when it comes to championing the cause of the Yorubas, he's always leading the chart. In fact, he was one of the youngest Aare in his time, because of, though he was young, but he actually played the role of a leader then. A lot of Yorubas right now, if you check the social media, it's actually boozing. They're saying that after all, Aare is not performing. That's about time. Other persons are saying, for what? That if they are going to make it to this level, they're going to reduce the Aare's title to this level, then by all means, let each state, let each local government begin to have the Aare, maybe Aare of Ondo, Aare of Osun, Aare of Ekiti, Aare of Ogun. Then what is holding what? The beauty of Aare Onakankanfo of being one is so that he speaks the voice of all in one. But let's find out how this plays out, because obviously this is not getting any better, except of course the leadership comes in and intervene. But let's quickly go to what Governor Akeredolu has done that is boosting the internet, and this is actually a welcome idea by so many. Don't forget that very quickly that a group came up earlier in the month, late last month, insisting that if Akeredolu must, introduce the issue of Odua Anthem, then he must recite, there should be a copy in the Jaw language so that they will not feel marginalized as a minority group. Well, it looks like Governor Akeredolu have decided not to even pay attention to that particular criticism. He has paid deaf ears to it totally, as he has made move again to push that anthem, Odua anthem, to all school. Now it is now compulsory. He has ordered the recitation of Odua anthem in all schools. And I guess it's making them feel homey. If you ask me, regionalization already, restructuring is stylishly taking place already. But let's find out what exactly it is that Akeredolu is doing. Well, this directive was issued by the government, the governor of Ondo State, where he told all private schools, public schools in the state, ranging from primary to tertiary level, to recite Odua anthem in all schools, which was sent to all stakeholders from the State Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. Well, the circular reads, in the light of this development, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has issued out an order that the Odua anthem is now compulsory in all public and private schools, as well as tertiary institutions in the states, to be recited by all students and teachers henceforth. The circular also stated that all residents of the state must partake in the recitation of Odua anthem. The directive issued out by Governor Rotimi Akeredolu generated a lot of mixed reactions on the social media. Some are for, some are totally against it. Some said here, this one here is saying restructuring regional government is solution and the time is now. This one here is saying, I'm really happy with this. If do everything possible, okay, if do everything possible to separate with Nigeria within this year. No more Yahoo boy in our dear country. Please count the number of Yoruba lives in northern parts of the country. From there, you know there is a serious challenge. You have in a few years later. Separate now, please. Only recitation of anthem isn't genuine the solution. Call your people to vacate the northern part. Okay, this I say, if I may ask, is recitation of Odua anthem going to solve the most pressing educational problems in Ondo State? It's a good question. This one here is saying, we northerners are ready to accept everything you prepare for yourselves. Thank God we can survive with food, not with petrol. We can industrialize our region or abolish 80% of southern industrial finished goods that are marketing in the north. Benin proposed it will be our importation port. Okay, a lot of persons are already actually working for and against this. You see, a lot of persons are actually talking about this. Some persons are calling regional, that this is actually regionalization that Governor Rotimi Akeredolu is doing. Others are saying that just singing or reciting Odua anthem does not make all the problems ongoing undo to vanish. There has to be practical solutions. I believe Rome is not built in a day. A little step, a little drop of water makes a mighty ocean. And I also feel that in doing that, it's trying to bring consciousness of the people living in Ondo that they are first Odua people first before they are Nigerians. That's just my personal opinion anyway. But what's your take on what is going on in Ondo State with Rotimi Akeredolu setting the pace and insisting that everyone residing in Ondo, if you must do anything, you must start with you must always recite the anthem before proceeding with any other activity of the day. Then of course, that's in the function. Then of course, we're looking at the Aare issue.